YB in the mirror for $2,000. He basically agreed like he was gonna pay me my money back. I was gonna be the first one to get my money back once he gets paid or once he gets money in. Yeah, it's waiting for that.
Okay, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. You gave money. Okay, first off, yeah, I'm not gonna cap. You gotta be a different type of human to even think of sending YB in the mirror any money. Like, I'm not gonna lie. First off, if a multimillionaire or someone who used to be a multimillionaire even is telling you about when I get paid, that alone should give you a sign. If this person had millions of dollars and now they're talking about when I get paid, that already is a sign that they're not good with money. Because if you have that much money, you shouldn't even be worried about when you get paid. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I guess that's not common knowledge to people.
Working like this allows them to avoid getting called out, such as Young Jock and Roscoe Dash have been, both of them going viral after multiple people claim to see them driving for Uber and Lyft.
As an entrepreneur, it's important to have multiple sources of income.
And there's nothing wrong
Lyft
with
is no
that.
exception to creating multiple sources of income. There's nothing wrong with driving Lyft.
At all.
Working for call centers or remote
Nothing's
jobs
wrong
from
with
home is
that.
another frequent route.
Bro, people
many
just
go
let the
to.
internet get to their head. Oh, I'm a rapper. I used to be big in the day, this and that. Now I'm driving Lyft and I work at McDonald's. Like, okay, nothing's wrong with that. You have a job. That's better than you going out here trying to make some fast money. Yeah, at least you're doing it the legal way. You should be proud of that. That's showing that you're not putting yourself on a pedestal and you understand that you're still a human being at the end of the day who could still go work hard and achieve what they need to in life. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just bad society and you trying to cater to them.
As well, again, there's nothing wrong with working at Walmart, as we
At
saw
all.
with this post that went viral last year allegedly showing Ugly God working there. Despite Ugly God himself saying it was Photoshop, the picture spread all over social media as fans got a good laugh. A rapper's career is about as unpredictable as the music industry itself. Thanks to platforms like SoundCloud and TikTok, these past few years we've seen thousands of new artists blow up seemingly overnight. However, with the rap scene so saturated now and more music being released today than ever before, just as fast as these artists rise is a lot of times just as fast as they fall. While for some the fall from grace is rather quiet, disappearing
You
off
know,
the
I'm actually curious on why so many people are confident nowadays. If you really think about it, like, nothing was stopping people from being artists back in the day, and nothing's stopping people today. But for some reason, you see more people attempting it. I wonder why that is. Like, why do people feel that they can do it? Like, of course you should feel that way, right? But I don't know. People, it's like it's an obtained, like, people want to do it. I don't know. It's weird if you think about it.
the grid or back to the farm. As we're about to see for others though, it's often quite difficult to accept this inevitable fate, leading to them doing whatever they can to pay their bills.
I just want to ask a question. Are you Young Jock? Can you turn around?
I mean, I think y'all put that part together, yeah.
Oh,
So you must have fell off or something like.
1111, shout out to you. I wish you many monies for many moons.
Today, you always hear discussion about if a rapper fell off or why a rapper fell off. However, nobody ever talks about what happens after a rapper's career declines in the spotlight. It fades. Making a living as a successful musician here in 2024 is honestly extremely hard, and I applaud anybody who's able to pull it
The
off.
dreads is tough.
That being said, the point of this video is not to expose
Ugly
or
God?
necessarily
Oh my
call out
goodness.
any of these artists. All good
I
things
forgot
have to
about
come to an end.
Ugly
There's
God.
really nothing wrong with working a quote normal 9 to 5 and making
So I was visiting family in Colorado and decided to hit Walmart for a bit, and look who I ran into. Is that Ugly God?
money legally to pay your bills. So while it is easy to clown and laugh at these no longer popular rappers such as Young Jock, who is out here driving for rideshare apps, along with also appearing on the VH1 show Love and Hip Hop, usually another sign you fell off, I actually respect that way more though than some of these guys like Smoke Burp or YB and Namir, who, as we'll see in a second, have resorted to scamming what little fans they have left.
Scammed by YB in the mirror for $2,000. He basically agreed like he was gonna pay me my money back. I was gonna be the first one to get my money back once he gets paid or once he gets money in. Yeah, it's waiting for that.
Okay, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. You gave money. Okay, first off, yeah, I'm not gonna cap. You gotta be a different type of human to even think of sending YB in the mirror any money. Like, I'm not gonna lie. First off, if a multimillionaire or someone who used to be a multimillionaire even is telling you about when I get paid, that alone should give you a sign. If this person had millions of dollars and now they're talking about when I get paid, that already is a sign that they're not good with money. Because if you have that much money, you shouldn't even be worried about when you get paid. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I guess that's not common knowledge to people.
Got no response, so pretty much that's the dud. Like, charge it to the game.
The lavish lifestyle of a famous rapper appears to be filled with million-dollar record contracts, mansions, chains, watches, girls, and designer clothes. However, the truth is nothing lasts forever.
True.
But before we take a look at the true life of a former artist and the constant struggle to maintain that rich rapper image despite up to their knees in pack taxes like Lil Pump, first I gotta tell you about this fun
2
game I've been
million?
playing. Winter is the best time to cozy up at home with a mobile game you can really immerse yourself in.
You know what's crazy too? If people didn't try to live like a rapper and they just had the money they got from rapping, they could be successful and quit the rap game after a couple of years, a year and a half, 2 years, depending on how well they do. You could be set for life. You don't even need to spend $100,000 on a chain, all this other stuff. Like all that money you're spending on chains and stuff, if you just spend that on actual assets or like put it somewhere safe and just invest it and save it. Now you even gotta invest it. You could literally just have it stack in a bank. Worst case scenario, which you shouldn't do. But let's say you do that. Even if you were to do that, you'd still be set for life. But when you spend it on all this dumb stuff that just loses value instantly, now you're stuck not having no money.
Seeing as the fact that rappers have the biggest egos and most simply couldn't let people see them out working a 9 to 5, this raises the question, what do rappers do after they fall off? Well, in order to answer that, it's important for us to first define what it actually means to, quote, fall off, because there's definitely levels. According to the Urban Dictionary, to fall off in rap music means to fall off the radar either by not releasing any material, releasing crap, or selling out. Today, a lot of fans will tell you that guys like DaBaby, Chance the Rapper, or Roddy Ricch fell off. However, while yes, I would agree they've decreased in popularity as evident through their recent album sales, they're still raking in millions of dollars each year from the massive hits in their catalog and from still playing shows around the world.
Hey yo, what happened to your leg?
I was at the top, and I fell off.
With currently over 26 million
Nah,
monthly
it may be
listeners,
funny for
DaBaby
that.
is definitely not stressing. With a certified diamond record, I can guarantee 6 million monthly
Oh my goodness. 26 million monthly listeners?
listeners, DaBaby is definitely not stressing. With a certified diamond record, I can guarantee you that Roddy Ricch will not be driving for Uber anytime soon.
Man, so when we talk about feed the streets, this dude got a full diamond fork, knife, and napkin in the fork.
The same also goes for an artist like B.O.B., who besides his flat earth theory, no one has honestly heard about in a decade. But yet with smash hits like Airplanes, Headband, Nothing on You, Strange Clouds, and Magic, I can assure you he's doing just fine financially. Soulja Boy, despite his music career in the dumps, is still raking it in from his iconic hits.
So that number, it was like a subscription, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could text it or call it.
People gotta understand that too. It's rapping is kind of like a making music is really like a royalty. If you ever watch Shark Tank, like when someone plays your song, the beat gets played, whatever happens, that song gets monthly listens, whatever happens, right? That song's there forever, and that song is always gonna bring in revenue no matter what you do. So you can only be the best of the best, and then you cannot drop a good song for literal 20 plus years, and you still get paid from your old records.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably make like $100,000 a month off of that, just people calling that number.
Even these rappers with only one hit to their name, such as Sheck Wes or CJ, who I've both already covered, they could literally be set for life off Mo Bamba and Whoopty if they've managed their money well. Those were two massively successful mainstream hits. So while it's not like you'll catch DaBaby out serving chicken at your local fast food spot, you may however spot a much smaller artist such as Icy Twat, who is called out for working at Bojangles. Again though, there's nothing wrong with grinding and getting paid, especially when you consider just how little artists actually make from streaming revenue. To give you a better idea, Spotify pays an average of only $0.003 to $0.005 per stream, which while that makes it one of the highest paying streaming platforms, that still isn't even a penny. For example, here's Pro Era member Desi Hines' 2023 Spotify stats. After working closely with Joey Badass in the past, Desi has kinda disappeared these past few years. With a total of 550,000 streams in 2023, if we do the math real quick, that's only about $2,000. Yeah, there's still Apple Music and the other streaming sites too, but I think you get the point. Where artists bring in the biggest percentage of their income is through ticket sales and merchandise. But at the same time, if you're a rapper who fell off like Smoke Perp, nobody will want to come to your shows or buy your merch. Which then leads to clips like this that go viral.
You know, this dude's a loser, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, not like a loser, but like, not like the guy rapping, but the dude recording. So you went to the show to pull out your phone and say no one's here with skull emojis, but you are there. So you went there just to clown and say no one's there, when you are. It's like you're clowning yourself in a way. Like, that's weird. If bro fell off and he's not doing this thing, it is what it is. But you don't gotta like try to shame him for it, because you was never on.
For the wrong reasons, only fueling that fallen off narrative even more. The moment you sign to a record label, you no longer own your music, and they are now taking huge cuts out of your profit. Despite these multi-million-dollar advances we see from labels that are extremely tempting to young rappers, the music industry is a very easy trap to get sucked into.
Here's what motherfuckers don't understand about labels. You're taking their money. You're not gonna make a cent until everything you do pays them back that $10 million.
Typically, when a rapper signs a record contract, they are given a budget in the form of an advance payment. This advance can be millions of dollars. However, it is not free money, but rather a loan that the label expects to recoup in revenue brought in from the artist, with the intent to pay for everything an artist needs to create their album, including general living expenses, studio time, music videos, etc. In many cases, though, these young rappers don't budget at all and instead get carried away blowing their money on cars and jewelry, basically living like rock stars. But then the problem comes when they finally do finish their album and hand it over to the label for release, only to watch the sales come back much lower than expected. Thus, they refuse to spend more money on your promotion. When this happens, management will also likely pull back on the number of releases you can drop if your new songs are consistently flopping. And as we've seen on countless occasions, this leads to even more tension from artists who've been
For me, from this label, y'all be acting like I'm dead just because I ain't dropped. It's a lot behind the scenes going on. Y'all don't know. And I can't speak about right now. Go tell them you and Free Perp. You know what's crazy? If you drop a hit song, why would you sign to a label? So really think about it. People drop a hit song, they sign to a label to get money, and then keep dropping music. It's so dumb. If you drop a hit song and you made it big without a label, why would you now sign to a label if you literally just proved you can make it without one? It's different if you sign to a label and then they blow your song up. But if you blow up without a label, why would you then go sign to one? Just keep making your own music label free, get your own money, and then when you're satisfied, you want to push your music farther, get more listeners, then you can sign. But why would you sign just to get money? Because they want to be like the rapper who also in the label?
shelved by their labels.
When everybody said, oh, my record label's controlling me and I can't get out of this deal, bro, the record label's sitting back like, wait a minute, you didn't do anything. Your shit flopped. The $10 million we gave you was for you to make a dope project that wasn't gonna flop. You already broke your contract, so now you think we're gonna let you go away and just get out of this deal while still owing us money? No.
Eventually, though, labels will decide they no longer want to work with an artist and then drop them. And while artists still have some money coming in from their past catalog, usually at this point it's nowhere near enough to fund that lavish lifestyle they'd been living. You'll often hear rappers claim that it was their decision to go independent, which, while that could be part of it, at the same time, these major labels hold the power and influence in the industry, and if we're being honest, if they really wanted you, they would have dropped a bigger bag.
One thing y'all gotta know is now, your boy is independent, bruh. I'm fully independent, just me. You feel me? I ain't get dropped by my label, no crazy shit, nothing like that.
Basically, me and my label, we just weren't seeing like eye to eye and shit, so they finally let me go. But nothing's wrong with being. There's so many successful independent artists out there. It's ridiculous, bro. You could really, yeah, Lil Mosey, 100%. You can really argue that independent artists who do it the right way make more money than artists and labels and in contracts. Because when you're independent, you keeping most of your revenue split. When you're not independent, then you low-key losing that money. A long time.
Here's one thing you need to do.
Like, there's a lot of Detroit rappers I like a lot who are, I'm pretty sure, independent, and they're making pretty good money, I'm not gonna lie.
Meanwhile, this whole time, all the bills these rappers had been putting off have also been.
And I'm pretty sure Lil Mabu's
on their new
unsigned.
condo is due, the lease payment for that new sports car, lawyer fees, accountant fees, and then of course we can't forget taxes. Today, given how easy it is to record yourself straight from your bedroom, we've seen thousands of new artists blow up off 1 or 2 songs on SoundCloud or TikTok. However, with the music industry now more saturated than ever, it's time to answer the question, what happens after their 15 minutes of fame is up? There are 2 different routes a rapper can go once they have truly fallen off. Route 1 is to deny the fact that that they fell off and continue with their career as if nothing happened, or route 2 is to accept that they had a good run and peacefully depart onto something new. Let's start with the first one. While there's nothing wrong with continuing to make music because you simply love making it, and for the fans who still listen, whether that be a million or a few hundred, however, there are a few clear signs that a rapper's career has rapidly declined.
Pay all this money to just come here and stand like this. Y'all look weird as shit. Turn the up. You are not too cool to jump. Turn the up.
Along with significantly low album sales and streams will also come a significant decrease in the size of crowds at their shows. One of the best ways to judge an artist's true popularity is through physical ticket sales, because an artist like Smokepurpp can have 4 million followers on Instagram, but how many people will really come to his show? For this reason, you'll often see struggling artists instead shift their focus to overseas fans and try and rake in some money there while they still can. Since they typically only perform there once every few years, the venues sell out, which while that's great and fans seem to enjoy the performances, you just have to remember that an artist like Icy Narco, who is posting and flexing about his sold-out dates in France, couldn't even sell half the amount of tickets here in America. So then you'll begin to see them take smaller bookings such as frat parties and birthday events. In an effort to stay relevant, another tech...
That just mean they ain't rock with you, with your stuff?
These falling rappers try is to hop on whatever wave and sound is currently trending at the moment, such as Smokepurpp clearly biting Yeet. But while some are to stay and milk whatever last dollar they can out of their music career, others instead choose to leave on a more peaceful note. One of the rare cases where a former rapper becomes even more popular in the music space after rapping is Joe Budden, who following a total of 8 albums decided to officially retire in 2018 to focus solely on his new career as a podcast host. The same goes with Trinidad James, who after blowing up with his debut hit All Gold Everything was later dropped by his label in 2014. But now, along with landing a few acting roles, Trinidad James is also a host of the Full Size Run podcast on Complex.
I just feel that if niggas was gonna stop me from doing my thing in the game, they would have been stopped me. And if you were gonna kill me, you should have killed me 5 years ago.
Once one of the hottest rappers out thanks to his smash Billboard
This is really the
#1.
best thing you can do. I'm gonna be honest, in this world we live in, attention is everything, bro. It's not really about how talented you are at all. It never has been and it never will be. It's about the amount of attention you can garner. That's literally it. If you can garner attention, you have a career somewhere. So if your rap is falling off or whatever you're doing, basketball player, you broke your ankle, can't play, do something else. You know what I mean? Like, you pivot into like acting, something like acting, whatever you want to do, podcast, just something, because there's still going to be an audience for you somewhere. So I mean, that's the best thing you can really do, honestly.
And This Is Why I'm Hot, following just his second album, Mims chose to put the mic down and move into the technology field. A few years later, launching this new app called Recordgram with the goal to help artists and producers contact each other with no unnecessary middlemen. Along with opening up his own restaurant in Houston and winning the Good Morning America title for Ultimate Burger Spot, former rapper Bun B has also been teaching a hip-hop and religious course at Rice University since 2011.
This class, Religion and Hip Hop Culture, offers an opportunity to explore the connections between religion and hip-hop in ways that open us to seeing our world differently.
Ice Ice Baby rapper Vanilla Ice has been buying and flipping lakefront properties in South Florida for the past 15 years.
Yeah, that's
been landing a show on
his thing.
HGTV called The Vanilla Ice Project, which ran for a successful 9 straight seasons. Khalees, the rapper behind the 2003 smash Milkshake, has since moved on to a farm where she's apparently found
My
liberation.
milkshake bring out a vibes to the yard and like, it's better. Yeah, something's tough.
30-plus animals she cares for, while also still collecting checks from the countless movies and shows her song is featured in, such as Dodgeball and Mean Girls. Although Lil Xan, best known for his SoundCloud hit Betrayed back in 2017, still puts out music every few months, it's also great to see that despite his fall in the music scene, Lil Xan has turned his life around and is now completely sober.
I've been sober now for a year and I believe 6 months.
Wow, that's dope. But while not every former rapper is smart enough to develop an app like Mims, nor do I see them having the patience to care for a farm, how do these other rappers make money? Often with criminal backgrounds and covered in face tattoos, it can be hard for rappers to land regular jobs after their music career fizzles out. So instead, one of the most common and easiest bags you'll see an artist desperate for money take is to begin posting promo all over social media. From posting and tagging clothing brands such as Fashion Nova, for example, to spamming reposts and hundreds of advertisements on their stories every single hour. Then you get artists like Smokepurpp, who after I was curious about how much he's charging for a feature these days, basically started begging me to buy one in my DMs. Now, to be honest, I actually like a lot.
Whoa. This is his DMs with Smokepurpp. What budget? I'm flexible. You tell me. No price set. What you have ready to go, my guy. Hey, what's up? How you been? Let's get it. Are you trying to buy one? You ready? Yo, that's low-key crazy. That's crazy. Look what he did. 1, 2, 3, 4. He quadruple texted him back. Oh, you reset the chat. It's cool.
A lot of Smoke Perp's music and probably would have really tried to work with them for a verse. That is, if I hadn't seen the numerous posts and videos about the nightmare that ensues securing a Perp feature.
Anyways, we go back and forth. We agreed on him sending me just the vocals separately. He never sends them.
And who knows how many of these other SoundCloud rappers are out here scamming what used to be their loyal fans just for a few $100. Fans agree to pay these rappers to hop on their song and send them the money, only to be ghosted by them and never hear anything back. However, there's definitely other ways these rappers get money too. Driving for Uber Eats and DoorDash is actually pretty common, especially since these rappers don't have to show their face delivering food, along with some also becoming truck drivers such as former Houston rapper Lil Troy. Working like this allows them to avoid getting called out such as Young Jock and Roscoe Dash have been, both of them going viral after multiple people claim to see them driving for Uber and Lyft.
As an entrepreneur, it's important to have multiple sources of income.
And there's nothing
Lyft
wrong
is
with
no
that.
exception to creating multiple sources of income. There's nothing wrong with driving Lyft.
At all.
Working for call centers or remote
Nothing's
jobs
wrong
from
with
home is
that.
another frequent route.
Bro, people
many
just
go
let the
to.
internet get to their head. Oh, I'm a rapper. I used to be big in the day, this and that. Now I'm driving Lyft and I work at McDonald's. Like, okay, nothing's wrong with that. You have a job. That's better than you going out here trying to make some fast money. Yeah, at least you're doing it the legal way. You should be proud of that. That's showing that you're not putting yourself on a pedestal and you understand you're still a human being at the end of the day who could still go work hard and achieve what they need to in life. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just bad society and you trying to cater to them. Do you, bro?
Avoid showing their face, because while again there's nothing wrong with working at Walmart, as we
At
saw
all.
with this post that went viral last year allegedly showing Ugly God working there, despite Ugly God himself saying it was Photoshop, the picture spread all over social media as fans got a good laugh, many believing that his rap money had truly dried out. Similar to Bun B, some rappers try and get into the food and restaurant business such as Blueface with his soul food spot Blues Fish and Soul, or another SoundCloud rapper Comethazine who owns multiple Subway locations.
I be smoked that. I still got ice, but like I got a couple businesses already.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dang, you got 2 Subways already?
Mhm.
That's very impressive. And you're
And didn't
20.
fire nobody. Shit's still working itself. You feel me?
You'll also see
Well,
some
how does he
artists go
buy
back to
Subway?
college or finish getting their degree online. Some like Designer rent different properties out that they own. Some like Blueface, Lil Pump, or the Island Boys go the OF route. Some like Fetty Wap go back to making money in the street.
I'm gonna say it. Or is it a technically is it a business? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm hating. OF is a business. I apologize.
Blueface, Lil Pump, or the Island Boys go the OF route. Some like Fetty Wap go back to making money in the streets. Or some continue to work behind the scenes in the industry, ghostwriting or producing. Then you'll get a rare case like T Grizzly, who after beginning to stream on Twitch now claims to make over $200K a month just playing GTA.
So what I did was I created a server, a Grand Theft Auto server. I get paid from the server because you got to pay to get in. I stream it on Twitch, right? I get paid from Twitch. I take the Twitch videos that I already streamed, put it on YouTube, get paid from YouTube. Should turn into down there 50 a week.
But another very
Dang.
common and easy bag a lot of these guys take is signing up for
Fetty Wap,
Kimi,
he's
the
doing.
website we-
Fetty Wap was doing. What was Fetty Wap doing? They said he was doing. Oh, he was making money in the streets. He was making money in the streets. He went back to the streets. He was like selling dope and stuff. He got caught with drugs.
where you can pay celebrities to send you custom videos. So for example, you could pay Riff Raff $100 to send you a personalized video for any occasion, which I actually went ahead and did, and it's about exactly what I expected.
1111, shout out to you. I wish you many monies for many moons. Dan Tony on the wings. From me and Holly, you know it's all about how you feeling. Because how you feeling, yeah, right, Mama? How you feeling determines how your day's gonna go and how you're gonna be treating others. If you're sleepy, you're gonna be sleepy. Dan Tony, wangs.
Money well spent if you ask me. The journey of a rapper who has fallen off is about so much more than just reclaiming their lost fame. While some are lucky enough to sit back and enjoy their passive income, for others it's about rediscovering themselves and embracing change for a new life outside of music. Because one thing's for sure, although the music stops, the story keeps going.
I'm gonna be honest, like not having a job is like, if you're doing something and it makes you money, it's not really considered like a, I mean, I don't know. It's not really considered like a job.